Hello there. Back with today I roll Peri Max. This team going with the Aries, probably better here. That Peri likes the size that Aries has. The benefits from a more defensive ship, and then Max can support these whatever goals they have. Here I'm going to get rid of hull. We have the for our shield defense. And I'm placing a card. Get anything else, as we have the aggressiveness we need with Multishot. We can get it more often, use admin deploy. So we're pretty safe with doing one basic shot here. And we get the probably one of the best things we could have gotten, which is Escalate. So here, lunge to get out of the way. We've used Escalate first, deal an extra damage. No need to use reroll because we aren't taking any damage. Just get out of the way and deal as much damage as we can. Max out on our shield. Here, I'm not going to move out of the way just because we have shield that can block perfectly, and we will reach the point where we just can't tank damage anymore. Could win this round. Never mind. Now we win. Overpower is nice. We get clean cost potentially with Max, which makes this very cheap. Or we could just use it to get overdrive stacking online very quickly. We have two paths for repair station. One goes through Elite and Elite, potentially two Elites. Another one for Elite later on. I'm gonna go with the potential two Elites. We're pretty strong right now, in that we have overdrive cards. Here we can use lunge, just go into that open spot. We don't want to keep drawing our defensive cards in the fight. We can draw everything that deals damage to us. Right here, I'm just going to get rid of all of that shield. I'm going to do more damage in the long run. And armor plus the temp shield means we don't take any lasting damage from it. Here I'm just going to hit once, basic dodge, gain a shield. Then it's just deal damage. There I opted to line up my next shot with the attack turn. Work out because we don't have any attack. Fortunate, but we'll survive. Damage to Escalate plus Multishot plus the fight. Here, can't gain effective damage increases with Escalate or Overpower, something that gives us Overdrive, and we don't have something that can deal a lot of damage with Multishot, so Ace. Doesn't really matter which one of the two you went with, you'll end up with 3 hull and 1 shield afterward. Multishot wins the fight. or having to attack. So does this. Dice roll would be enough. Be nice if we had something like math.max where you can just draw a bunch of cards and then use that cards to deal a bunch of damage. But as we're with Ares, we only draw 4 cards instead of 5, so force off. Button mash. Our strategy right now with our deck list is just to kill the enemy before they can kill us. So a slow card like button mash is not going to be helpful. And then reroute. It's okay. It's nice if you need some movement. We don't need it. We just want to draw our big cards more often. I'm just going to deal damage. Take 0 because of our cannon. I'm just going to stack some overdrive. We only 1 shield. Your lunge will make it so we take 0. That's the nice thing with Ares on this matchup is just not to take damage for a lot of the attacks. This is like the only one where we're forced to pick something. One drive just wins us the fight. Not overdrive, multi-shot. Shield gun. We're not really doing a heavy shield focus build, so gun's not worth it. Haven't been using our original reroll, so I doubt a second one is going to do much for us. Don't need to retain too much. I have a thin deck, so we'll just draw into whatever we need eventually. And right now, we have no pressure to get better. Sun Caliber, that's good if we need like a defensive play. For like the early turns. Half emitters, we do have armor on our wings in case we block a seeker. Upgrading Multishot A makes us deal 50% more damage. Revenge Drive is nice, being able to potentially deal an extra damage. I don't think we'll use it often, but it is there in case we escalate and then just deal 9. I think we should be able to drive off of 2 evade. Five right now in the temp shield. The basic shot blocks 1. And apparently we had lethal. There we go, clean exhaust. That would pair nicely if we had overpower. But right now the plan is to eventually just upgrade this once. And we'll do that to keep upgrading. We also have admin deployed to play this for cheaper as well. Mitosis, again, we don't need the defensive, so this is tempo loss for us. And battle repair, kind of at full hull, you aren't at too much of a risk to hull, and then Dizzy takes care of our shields better than Discard does. Premeditation, that's nice for an evasion. So grabbing that, nice. We don't need Piercer too much. Any more fights we need to worry about? Zone 1. I would consider this if I could run into Spike 2 potentially. But we ran into all our elites already, so that's not a concern. Premeditation. Ooh, we get to fight Drake again! Okay, this time we don't have the luxury of asteroids to block shots. I believe we can use Glissade. If I was smarter, I would have used the multi-shot to block this attack, and that way I'm already lined up for next turn. Makes it so we don't take any damage this turn, and then overpower, deal an extra damage next turn. Deal 2 damage, and Plunge. Block. Multi-shot we draw next turn is going to mess. Not the game, but the fight. There you go. We also have Escalate to make sure we can do all the damage we needed. The second multi-shot is tempting. Being able to benefit from our overdrive twice is nice. Further, that's good if you don't have like any overdrives. Or if we go for like a heavy dizzy strategy, being able to convert our shields into overdrive, especially as getting to max capacity often. And then wave charge is not good here. It's an okay card, but it's a tempo loss, spending 2 energy just to be able to play it. But I am going to pick up Multishot so we can get it more often. Razor Beam, just so we can gain damage more consistently. And aren't having energy troubles right now, so Razor Beam it is. I'm going to upgrade our other multi-shot. Keep dealing damage. Deal damage. Gain our shield. Here, I'm going to opt to scale. We'll do 18 damage. Oh, I meant to press Auto Cannon. Oh well. Missed out on 3 damage. Read about it. Escalate. Take 2. Fine. I have a high chance of drawing both multi-shots. Right. Again, the Clean Exhaust is still not good here. Peri, it's good if you want to fight the shopkeeper. Otherwise, I don't think we need it. Should be able to out-damage any enemies in Zone 2. And payback, again, we're not doing a defensive heavy strategy. We are just killing enemies faster than they can kill us with Peri. Shield Burst. Again, we're not using Dizzy too much. For the engines, we're not needing a 4th energy too often. And the trash every other turn kind of hurts our thin deck. More than it would like a thick one. Warp Mastery. Just get that early boost in evasion and shield. Allows us to focus on our offense more often. Plunge plus basic shot makes it so we take no damage. Overpower, then deal 9. And then multi-shot. Fight. Spacer, this is essentially a free card to pick, as if you don't want it, you can just play it to get rid of it. Cloud Save. Okay if you have like a lot of exhaust cards or a exhaust card you want to return. Ares heal card is one. Maybe Overpower, especially if you have clean exhaust. Well, here with this makes it card a lot better. Again, we don't need the evasion right now. We have Warp Mastery to take care of the evasion problem. Here we have another Yard Pathing. We take the one that gives us an elite. Again, I don't want Spacer here. Pick the option that gives us Multishot. Then I'll move over just to deal with the damage we're taking. Enemy does have flexible coding. Can be an issue. especially with just multi-shot without escalate, as then it only does 1 damage. I guess we could have done escalated multi-shot. 1 damage. Matter too much. Reminded it says this is going to take 2 damage. So we could have won this turn, but alas, it was not meant to be. Use capacitors. This is good if you have a defensive strategy, as you can max shield potential. Deflection is an okay card. I think it's a little overcosted for what it gives, but it is nice for like you don't draw a lot, as it gives a solid option to play. Multi-blast, we're kind of out scaling it with 1 energy card with the overdrive we're getting. So this is a skip. I'm just going to gain overdrive. And don't get lucky. We don't get any of our shot cards. As I mentioned, this armor help us take care of the. I kind of want to draw more cards. More damage we need. Again, armor saves us from any hull damage. Could have it this next turn. We're unlucky. We didn't. And another overpower. We already have 2 multi-shots, so I'm fine with picking it up. Going to remove cards. Do the cards we want faster. I'm just going to get rid of the Abyssal Vision, what the card is called. Basic here, see if we can't get overpower or escalate for our multi-shots. Sadly, we do miss out on some damage. Should survive very easily. Cool. Normally we'd be doing 9 damage here, but it is now 18. It almost wins us the fight, but block shot brings us to the finish line. Overclock is tempting. It kind of acts like a 2 overdrive in our case, because we can play it, then play something that gives us overdrive. And I think it's a little overcosted, because you play this first. Not worth the 2. Safety lock. Might be nice if we upgrade one of our overpowers. I think Strong Start just get it's almost always going to be an overdrive, because that's what we'll want to play first, and we have the cards to draw into. But no way, we should be able to beat the Ratso before they scale too far. Ah, yes. We gained the extra overdrive because we had the Strong Start. I believe we just win. We'll win next turn. But that was essentially a winning turn for us because we just dealt so much damage. In Hall, it's a little too slow. For bigger enemies, we might not be able to go off of the weak point. Yes, we can get a brittle, but it's awkward to get. Some security, again, we don't need defensive, and weapon match, we don't need the defense. No, I like our ship small. We can stay in between attacks. We're gonna keep removing cards. And Multishot is our main damage force. Taking 2 right here. I am going fine to take the basic dodge just so we can save our boot or a overdrive. Then I don't want to risk drawing into a multi-shot. So I'm going to park here, we'll take 2. And I kind of want to get out of the way now. So, do the 21 damage. Then scoot out of the way. Give us lethal next turn. We have in front the other multi-shot, and Quicksilver has 15 health. They did gain 2 temp shield, but Spacer throwing lunge kind of makes it so. Again, Corrosion Beam, that's good if we have a stalling strat. If not, we are just going the enemy fast. Save state, again, good for a stalling strat as you now have a backup in case you have a bad turn. Then Endless Magazine, also good for a stalling strategy as you will get damage every turn. Light Speed Boost Disc, that's a good early turn. Glass Cannon is also good for Ares as swap cannons at will to give yourself an armor there instead. We don't want high frequency radio, we just want a thin deck. I am going to go with the lights. I'm gonna go with Glass Cannon. We're not killing it turn 1, light speed boost. Not going to do much for that goal to get turn 1 kills. So I think the consistent getting 4 energies. We have the energy to spare, so I'll just take Spacer. I'll use Lunge to get out of the way and deal some extra damage. Again, I'll use Glissade and then Advent Deploy to get rid of our leftmost card being a Retain. We're gonna actually use Advent Deploy to cheat a 2 cost for 1 energy. Again, we only have 2 repair yards. Act 3 elites can be a little time, so I'm going to take the one that happens later. Running into Grandma is nice because we can get an extra card. One be block shot, we don't want to spend 1 energy to deal 1 damage. Damage. Swap. I'll save Glissade. 12 damage. 1 off. The thing neat about this enemy is once they are at low health, they will just opt to leave the fight instead. Show that off. Extra battery would be nice if we had like a big draw spell. We do not. And then hand cannon, it's 3 energy for 1 attack. We also draw less cards with Ares, so it's not as good. Thinning the cards is also so nice, though. You can get rid of cards you don't want. Go to next. Run into Dylan. Power. I should have used Spacer there first. I didn't consider drawing Escalate there for the extra damage. But with her last multi-shot guaranteed to be drawn. Max A, that helps us be a bit more consistent. I will pick it up. Not horrible. If I had this Max A, and then I saw Light Speed Boost disc, then I would pick it up because now I can guarantee to draw a lot of cards turn one. Again, just cards, play the cards I want. Guys, I think Escalate for the extra damage might be better now that I can draw 10. Crosslink is good here as a lot of my attacks are dealing the extra damage. Okay, Doom this by turn 2. We can... but we can just kill it instead with massive damage output we have. Backup stick is tempting here just to get another multi-shot or another Escalate A. I don't think we need it. Pulse Barrier is good if we have a stall strat, and then Clean Exhaust is if we have a lot of cards that... you know what? I am going to pick it up because we still have our Peri Yard. Take the hull plating for the boost in hull. Disease Reactant would give us less hull because it's only 2 at max. We have 2 fights left. 3. Just finally use Razor Beam, being able to go off to the side. Escalate. Swap Cannon. Go off to the side just so we can draw the max amount of cards. Face it right now. I didn't want to move left to deal the direct damage as they still had auto dodge, and that would line them up to deal more damage to actually take the turn. Though, I can use Lunge to make them use their auto dodge up, and then use Multishot to deal with the finishing. And at this point, we kind of want to keep our hands here, because I have Clean Exhaust, I want to be able to play it for deep. So I'm going to use Admin Deploy B. Do the potential to thin our deck with it, but being able to play big cards deeper, kind of what we want to go. Use Overpower right now, though. Then I'm going to line it up here because this cannon can be concussed. Now we take no damage. We'll move off to the side. Crash getting added this turn is not ideal. Take no damage. We're going to use Admin Deploy for its purpose. Play Clean Exhaust. Nice thing with that is now Trash is free to play. Same with Corrupted Core. Now we scoot off to the side. Take 2 damage regardless of which cannon we have up. Luckily we have shield. Now we get to play our exhaust cards for free. I'm going to use Toggle Cannon, just get 9 cards instead of 8. Rid of Trash, get Escalate. lot of damage. We'll take one hull. A little sad, but I'm sure with 7 hull remaining we'll be fine. Here I'm going to use admin deploy to play Math.max, just draw more cards. We've used toggle cannon first. But we just win this fight. So yeah, that's the strength of being able to support Peri's game plan. Be able to just multi-shot a lot and scale really well with any overdrive sources. Escalate and then to overpowered. Max is very good at supporting. Math.max A allowing us to draw a bunch of cards, and then Spacer, where if we have a bad turn, we can play it, just get a new card instead, or we can save it on good turns to help smooth out bad turns. And then Dizzy helped us with avoiding damage early on. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Take care and have a nice day.